I'll tell you what, right? We have nothing to be ashamed about tonight because of that. Albeit we lost 1-0, we put in a heartfelt performance. You know, we really drove up Borough. It was loads of passion. Literally everything that Tony Mowbray said we're going to do before the game, we did. Honestly, to be fair, we put in our heart and soul in that game tonight. Is what I would have said if we actually gave a shit. Like, what the hell? Sunderland, what was that? Like, as soon as Stewart fucking guns off injured. That's a squeaky mic on. Can you hear that? A little bit, you can hear a little bit. You know, as soon as Stewart fucking guns off injured, oh no, fucking, I don't know how to play football. No, I'm not fucking doing anything. Fucking let Clarke do all the fucking work and let him lose it all the time. Cause what was that, Sunderland? What was that? I mean, if we're gonna collapse just because of fucking one player getting injured, then just sort off the season, fucking announce League One next season. Cause Jesus Christ, that was terrible. That was totally horrendous. By far our worst performance of the season. And of course it was against Middlesbrough. Like, I swear whenever we fucking play Middlesbrough, we just fucking always, I don't know, we just never turn up. Literally, like, I fucking know how Newcastle fans must have felt during the fucking 6 in a row. Because they never fucking turned up in any of those games. I see how they feel, but like, to be fair, I mean, like, that was just fucking terrible. My fucking trim was gone on here, man. I should have ran a cone from here before it started. I mean, I fucking have put a cone from here this morning. That clearly doesn't want to fucking stay. I mean, to be fair, we've got no complaints, to be fair, because we were just absolutely terrible. Like, Middlesbrough fully deserved the win. They were pretty good, like, especially in the first, like in that first half, they outclassed us in that first half. They were so good. I mean, to be fair, literally, you can tell that they just wanted that game more than we did. I mean, like we didn't look arsed in that first half. We couldn't look like we could be bothered. Like, there's no movement. The decision making was so poor. The passing was atrocious. We had nothing up front. Like we must have had what? I'll move my mic down. We must have had what, like 5 shots max. Probably not even that. 8 shots, fucking 1 on target though. Dear me, that was fucking horrendous. Going through the teams, Borough looked like they're going for a 3-5-1-1. That's a fucking weird formation. Robertson goal, McNair, Fry and Clarke back 3. Jones, Crooks, Howson, Mowat, Giles midfield, McGree just behind Muniz. Sunderland, to be fair, I don't know what went with. Like, it looks like we just kept our shape, even though apparently we didn't. Apparently we changed formation and bring Roberts in. Because I mean, to be fair, it did look like that he was playing a little bit deeper than Pritchard was. We have Patterson goal, back 3 of 09, Bart, Cirkin, Gooch, Neil, Evans, Clarke, Pritchard and Roberts in midfield, and Simms up front. Obviously Stewart came off in the warm-up, unfortunately. The bench, Borough had Dyke, Steele, Watmore, Bowler, Smith, Daniels, Force, Hop. Sunderland had Embleton, Diallo, Wright, Diaku, Bass, Elise and Matei. I mean, to be fair, again, that first half, it was all Borough. Like, they were all, like literally from the fucking get-go, they were fucking on us like a fucking rash. They were just all over us. I mean, to be fair, like, Borough, I mean, like, to be fair, like, I think, although they're saying that the league table usually just defy where you are, I think that's probably a little bit harsh on them, just because, you know, yes, the results haven't been good enough, well, albeit they have had a pretty difficult start of the season, and albeit they have actually been playing half well as Cameron had the end product. And to be fair, again, they did, like, apart from the goal, the end product wasn't exactly there for Borough, to be fair. But then again, it wasn't there for us either. Like, to be fair, our final ball every time was just not good enough. Jack Clarke, his crossing was shambolic. Like, every time it fucking went out for a goal kick or a throw in, every fucking time. I don't get it, Clarke. How the fuck was your crossing that bad? Like, literally, with Jack Clarke, right? He either has an absolutely fantastic game like he did against Rotherham, or he has a fucking shit game like he has tonight. And to be fair, like, I don't know why. Against QPR, he was shit. Against Norwich, he was shit. Tonight, against Middlesbrough, he was shit. Like, literally, against teams who are actually meant to be doing well in this league, he fucking hides. Playing against actually Coventry's, fucking Bristol City's, Rotherham's, teams who aren't expected to be up there, he does absolute blinder. I don't get it. I don't get it from Jack Clarke, honestly. I mean, again, to be fair, Pritchard, to be fair, ever since Alex Neil left, he just hasn't been the same player. You can just tell. He just isn't. His heart just isn't there. You can fucking tell. Like, I don't care who you are. Like, literally against Norwich, you can tell his body language was fucking terrible. Rotherham wasn't that bad, but tonight again, his decision making was the worst I've ever seen. Like, that shot in the fucking first 7 minutes. The fact that he wasn't even on target. Like, literally, Simms played off the perfect layoff for Pritchard, and he fucking absolutely skies it. Like, what the fuck was that? Like, literally, take a touch, and then fucking bury it. I mean, to be fair, like Middlesbrough's goalkeeper, to be fair, had a pretty easy night. Even still, I can guarantee he probably wouldn't have had, he would have had a tough time with that. Again, Alwyn Field, Evans and Neil, both of them just fucking dead. I swear to God, like, literally, them two were just non-existent. Roberts was fucking, like, how fuck my McGinnis is fucking 6.9 rating is beyond me, because he did fuck all. Gooch was anonymous. Cirkin and Clarke both had their fucking arses hanging out by bloody Isaiah Jones. I'll get here in a minute. To be fair, like Simms, to be fair, like for fucking hell, for a striker, Simms' movement is terrible. Like, off the ball, his movement, he's concrete. He's got concrete feet. Like, things with Stewart, right? His movement is absolutely superb at times. Simms was fucking like, to be fair, like it wasn't even Simms. Fucking like had loads of times where like fucking Pritchard and Neil were just standing still. Like Embleton, when he came on, was standing still, just waiting for the ball to come to them. Like, make some movement. Like to be fair, like Clarke, like to be fair, I slated him, right? But to be fair, at times he was fucking he couldn't really blame him at times, because he had no help. Because nobody was giving him the option. Like oh yeah, fucking 3 Borough players trying to fucking penetrate him, and you're on your own, mate. Like, honestly, to be fair, like the fucking teamwork tonight was fucking non-existent. It was really terrible. Honestly, it was fucking horrendous. To be fair, for fucking Middlesbrough, right? Isaiah Jones, man of the match by far. He was unbelievable tonight. Like, literally, he's so quick. He's so quick, and he like, to be fair, like for a fucking defender, he has a good attacking eye. Again, Ryan Giles on the left hand side. Again, like Jones, like really good tonight as well. And to be fair, overall Borough, they were organised well. Their defense was rock solid. Like to be fair, like fucking McNair and Fry were just fucking brick walls tonight. I mean, to be fair, like fucking McNair literally went off injured because he fucking was like a brick wall for Pritchard. Honestly, it was that good. And to be fair, like Muniz, to have Muniz, he just knows how to get under your skin, doesn't he? Like, I fucking despise Muniz, you know. Like, he's just one of those players where he just fucking, like, he's probably better at fucking annoying people than he is at actually being a striker. Because he was fucking terrible in front of goal, but like everything else, he was pretty good. You know, he's just one of those players where he just knows how to get under your skin. And then like to be fair, like it's half like brought on substitutes. Diallo, I mean, to be fair, like he had a little bit more pace up front, but to be fair, didn't really offer much. I mean, should have taken a shot. Like to be fair, mate, you're not playing for fucking Man United or Atlanta anymore, mate. You're playing in the fucking Championship. You can't be doing fucking fancy fucking flick offs and stuff like that. You can't be doing that shit. Also, Diallo played. It's nice to know that he's alive. Honestly, to be fair, like I thought when he came on, he actually didn't do that badly, to be fair, but he didn't really do that much. And yeah, to be fair, like that's all you can say, really. To be fair, like Bart had a alright game. To be fair, Patterson really well. Like to be fair, like it could have easily been fucking like 2 or 3-0 if had not been Patterson saves. That's all you can say, really. Be a Millwall at home on Saturday. To be fair, like if Stewart's not in that lineup, we can just sack that game off as well. I don't get it how one player, like, okay, I get it. Okay, like we all know that Ross Stewart a massive part of our system, but surely we can carry on, because like to be fair, like the players just didn't seem to know what the fuck football was. Like, do you remember, like, back in the World Cup when Saudi Arabia fucking kicked off the World Cup and then absolutely bummed by Russia? It was genuinely like that. Like, you'd think that the players that you just learned what football was, like, half an hour before kick-off. Like, we was all over the place. And it was probably down because there was no Ross Stewart. But to be fair, you can fucking carry on without him. Like, to be fair, Ellis Simms, to be fair, he needs to fucking up his game massively. Because if not, then fucking just sit on the bench. Because we feel like, since the QPR game, he's done fuck all. He's honestly, to be fair, like, I didn't want to say anything, right, because we've been doing well, but to be fair, like, I think a lot of people are noticing, like especially after the Norwich and Rotherham games, like, people starting to notice that actually, Simms actually isn't that good. Like, finishing, fine. When he actually fucking, but everything else, nah, not there. Isn't there at all. But, yep, there we go, rant over. Just gonna move on, really. Millwall at home next on Saturday, like I mentioned. They're not in great form. I mean, like they won on Saturday, but again, they got then Reading away. Fucking a Reading away on a fucking Wednesday night. Jesus Christ, cheers EFL. Bloody hell, Wednesday night. Oh yeah, Reading away. We're fucking trekking past West, like we're actually fucking traveling through London to get to Reading. That's just piss take that. And then Watford away. Fuck me. And then we've got the first international break, and then packed October. So, yep, that's going to be it from me today. Leave your thoughts down in the comments. That was nothing very good. That was not good at all.